What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles whenever I get the chance to, because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. Again guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're to be customizing the Declasse Vigero. So this car is an OG vehicle that's been in the game since day one, and can be purchased from a Summer San Andreas website for only $21,000, or of course you can get it off the street for free. And yes, this car does actually have some decent customization options like we're used to seeing from other OG muscle cars in GTA. Now in terms of performance, again, this car is in the muscle car class and is around mid-pack for the class. It's nowhere near the OG Dominator, which dominated the class for several years, but it's still a fun muscle car to drive with decent performance. But anyways, in terms of what the Vigero is based on, it's primarily based on the 1969 Camaro SS, and this is further proven by the Super Sport badges on the fenders, which of course is what the SS trim stands for. Now the car also takes some inspiration from the first generation Pontiac Firebird as well, which was pretty much built on the same chassis as the Camaro. They were basically the same car but with different front and rear bumpers and some minor design changes. The only thing I don't really like on the Vigero that's a real eyesore to me are the fender mounted mirrors. To me it just really ruins the general look of the car, and unfortunately there's no mirror option to change that on this car for customization, which is very unfortunate. And lastly, I don't really like the look of the randomly placed antenna back here, and of course this one cannot be removed either. Again, minor little things, they're just a bit annoying to me. I think a Benny's version of this car is definitely needed at some point in GTA Online with livery options and proper modifications, but for now this is the classic Camaro of GTA. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization for the Vigero. Alright, Vigero. Alright, we got armor, brakes, engine, exhaust. You have one exhaust option. So you have the stock exhaust, kind of like dual exhaust, not really all that great. Well, two single exit exhausts. Then you have the dual exit exhaust, nice quad setup, looks so much better without those ugly kind of like cats back there. I just don't like the way that looks at all. This definitely looks a lot cleaner, more customs, definitely doing that. Hood, so the stock hood actually has like a, cowl induction style. I'll kind of like raise the center. It looks very good, very like Camaro-esque. And then here you have different options. You have a scoop on that kind of raised section, which looks very weird to me. Then you have an off-center one. I don't understand that. And you have carbon stock, and then you have the blower cut out of that section of the hood, and then another blower. To be honest, I really don't like any of these hood options. To me, the nicest one is a stock one. Maybe like a more raised version of a stock hood would have been perfect. Let's make it look a bit more resto modded, because usually with these cars, they'll put a very similar hood style to the stock one, but the center section is just a little taller. But yeah, I don't like any of those options if I'm being honest. Lights, we're gonna leave, stock kind of white, yellowish lights to keep it of that era. Plate, I think I do have a plate for this one. Let's see, might have something here. Got my Murica plate somewhere. There we go.
Girl is looking good.
Alright, so respray. So for color for this car, I'm thinking like a nice blue. I do like orange and obviously yellow, but I don't know. I feel like a nice blue will look really good on this car, so we'll go here to I think a nice darker one too. Yeah, I think dark blue with the Ultra Blue Pro will be perfect on this car. Oh yeah, that's meant to be right there. I really wish there was livery options for this car. They should, if they don't want to give us a new version of this car or Benny's version, they should at least go back and give us liveries, which they've done in the past. They did that with the regular Banshee, the Fudo, a few other cars as well that they've gone back in previous DLCs and given liveries. I think that'd be really nice for them to add, you know, some stripes for this car would be amazing. Alright, roll cage. Oh, I forgot to show the crumblum goes on the side of the door. There you go. Both sides. Very big too. Okay. Roll cage. So this car has the similar roll cage option to like the Dukes, where it puts in the roll cage obviously, and then it deletes the passenger seat for, I guess, weight savings if you're doing like a drag race build. I'm not doing that type of build, so I'm not gonna put that. Rear spoilers, you have a drag wing, which actually looks pretty decent, not bad. Then you have the high-level spoiler, which to me looks atrocious on this car because it doesn't go out to the edge of the fenders. It just kind of goes up to the trunk edge cutout, which is very ugly to me. And I don't want to do stock either. That looks kind of weird. So I guess we'll just do the drag wing. Suspension, yeah, I think we should lower this. Boom, wow, barely. Look at that. What? Barely goes down. Okay, well, something is something. Transmission, turbo. Okay, wheels. So for this, I want to do, you know, like a nice custom looking wheel. Obviously, if you go to here and then we go to the old school wheel, this is very, very similar to its real life counterpart wheels. You can see there, you know, they look really, really similar. But I don't know, I feel that's too classy and original looking for the build I'm trying to go for. I do want a more like modern resto mod looking wheel. So we're gonna go here to the Cracker, and I think these look really good on here. Obviously the Dukes and Classic 5s are also nice, but I think the Cracker looks really, really good on this car. So we're gonna do those in chrome. Continuing wheelie bar. So if you want to kind of go with that roll cage option we showed earlier, you can do like, you know, a drag racing build with the wheelie bar and all that stuff if you want to do that. Windows, yeah, I think we'll tint them, we'll do some light smoke there. Alright, she's all done, so you don't have any crazy customization, pretty basic muscle car customization, but at least it's something. Alright, let's exit to ground. It's a good looking car, it's not bad. Those mirrors annoy the heck out of me though. I really hate the mirror placement. Alright, rev it. Sounds pretty good. Sounds kind of like the regular Dominator exhaust note. First person. The traditional muscle car interior, but we do have the wood dash. Okay. Alright, let's floor it here. Some wheel spin. Sounds pretty good. At least they didn't give it some random kind of weak V6 exhaust note or something. You know, it has a nice proper V8 exhaust note. And it's pretty quick, you know. It's not ridiculously fast. It's kind of what you expect. I mean, you have to remember that the original Dominator, that car was an OG vehicle as well, and it's another car you can get off the street for free in addition to this one, and that thing dominated the muscle car class for performance for years. I mean, a very, very long time. And it was very, very, you know, decently competitive up until recently with the Dominator ASP and of course the Buffalo STX. It wasn't the fastest, but it was still competitive enough to be relevant. Obviously not anymore. But yeah, I mean, the Vigero is an awesome car, and if you look at the if you compare the lap time track performance between this and then the classic Mustang of the game, the LE, let's not talk about the GTT, that's something else, but if you compare it to the LE and you compare it to the Gauntlet Classic, believe it or not, these three, you know, the old Camaro, the old Challenger, and the old Mustang, they have extremely, very, very similar lap times for track performance. So theoretically, you could do like an old school race with those three cars restricted, and that's pretty cool. You know, the fact that those three are kind of right near each other for performance. But yeah, all right, let's open all the doors here and stuff. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show. I always forget how they have the wheelie thing. They added in one of the updates. You floor it, and then boom, we can do wheelies. Of course, that's with every muscle car in the muscle car class in GTA. You just have to have it modified a little bit, or else most of the cars can't do a wheelie stock. But yeah, I love that feature. And I scratched up the back end of this car, but it's fine. All right, let's open all the doors here and stuff. Vehicle doors. Let's do all. And everything opens up. Nice. You know what? The engine bay doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it has the Declasse logo on there. You know, the air filter. At least they put in a tiny bit of effort. Something doesn't look absolutely terrible. I mean, it is an OG 2013 car, so that's not too bad. Interior, as to be expected. Trunk. Oh, yikes. Okay, the texture quality in here is probably one of the worst I've seen. This is really, really bad. My gosh. It looks like a 144p version of a normal trunk. Yikes. And, okay, well, that's, well, I mean, you never really open that anyways, but, okay. You know, not too bad. I mean, again, it's a free car off the street. You know, you get it for free, customize it, drive it. And what I talked about earlier, I definitely have to set that up one of these days after we do a muscle car meet. I have to get like a custom race and then restrict it to just the Vigero, the Ellie, and the Gauntlet Classic. That'd be really, really fun to do a race like that. You know, Camaro versus old Challenger and old Mustang. That'd be awesome. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed. Remember to let me know down below in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.